Today on the Hopefulist. Hey, watch what you're doing. Really, watch what you're doing. Facebook tackles mental health, and it's Iron Man weekend.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning. Happy Cocktail Friday, people. We made it to the freaking weekend. Woo, woo! It is Friday, September 27th, 2019, day 15 of Gotta Get on Ellen, and it is here. It is Iron Man weekend. I can't believe that I am running an Iron Man this weekend. Wait, I'm not. Thank goodness. I am going to be doing a lot of running, though, trying to keep up with my sister to give her some yells of encouragement along the way. So Joe and I leave a little bit later this afternoon to head down to Maryland to meet up with my sister and get schooled on all of the apps we need to keep track of her and keep track of her friends that are also running, biking, and swimming. Oh, my goodness. Iron Man. So in honor of Iron Man, I went and got my toes done yesterday because I figure everybody's going to get their toes done for Iron Man weekend, right? Yeah, of course. So I went to my normal salon. I have such issues when it comes to getting my nails and my toes done. I have boycotted just about every nail salon in the tri-state area because I just have so many issues. I don't know why. It's not me. I promise you. So I go to the place that I normally go, and I love this place. I have been going to them for a while now. After the last place I went to for many years burned my legs with the hot towel, which I felt was on purpose. That is another story for another time. But I got a woman, and I don't go to get my nails done on a regular basis. So I don't have like a girl or, somebody that I go to. And I really need to find somebody that I want to ask for by name because they're real sticklers about making an appointment. So I can just be like, well, I would like Ann to do my nails. So I haven't figured out who I would like that to be yet. So when I went in yesterday for my pedicure, maybe I'm just extra sensitive to hot water because it seems like every time I go to get a pedicure, the water is too hot when they are filling it up for me to soak. So I had my feet in, and it was getting hotter and hotter. And I had said to the woman, it's getting really hot. And she goes, okay. And I guess she's adjusting it, and it's still getting hotter yet. And I'm like, it's still getting hot. She's like, okay. And at that point, I just pulled my feet out of the water because it was that hot. And everybody's looking at me and everybody's looking at her. And she seemed so annoyed with me that I didn't want my feet to get burned in the scalding hot water. So I'm like, this is not starting out well. Not starting out well at all. So then she started doing, the cutting and the filing and the digging and all of that stuff. And she's really rough. I mean, she was really, I was like, almost yanking my foot away a number of times just out of instinct because she was really being rough. And I'm thinking to myself, I am never going to come to this woman again. And, she wasn't being vicious or anything. I think it's just the way that she was. And I'm just like, wow, she's really rough. So we finally get through all of the work of it, and now becomes the enjoyment of it and this place is really good. They're a little bit more money than I used to pay for a pedicure, just a couple of dollars, not a big deal. But you're really getting 3 separate foot and leg massages because after they finish, cutting your cuticles, cutting your nails and doing the digging and all of that kind of stuff, they slather this exfoliating cream all over your legs, with the little crystals and stuff. And they give you a quick massage with that stuff. Then they rinse that off, and then they give you the lotion, give you another massage with the lotion. And then when they're done with the hand massage, they have a machine that vibrates, and then you get yet another massage. Now, this is when the lady who was doing my toes, who was very rough, became my hero. Because as rough as she was with my toes, she was as rough with my feet and legs when she was rubbing me down. She's getting in there with her knuckle and my foot, and just I was like, oh my gosh, this is heaven. Heaven. And I even tipped her a little bit more than I normally do because it was such a good massage. Wow. A little treat you can give yourself this weekend if you're looking for something. Pedicures can be a little pricey. That's why I don't go on a regular basis. And I'm very excited because I got my French manicure, which I haven't had, I think, in years, because I had started getting those little white spots on my toes, underneath the nail, and you could see them through a French manicure, and I didn't like the way that looked. So everybody kept telling me it was from wearing dark polish, blah, blah, blah. So I think all last winter I didn't wear polish all winter long to try and see if that, would help cure it. And then when I started getting them painted, I just didn't try it. So this time I'm like, you know what? Let me get the French this time, because if it doesn't look good, it's almost, wintertime, and I can just take it off and redo them myself, because I can do them myself. I like it better when they do it because I get the 3-part massage. So I'm looking pretty fancy, and so far I don't see any white spots. So I may have been cured of the white spots, and that means I'm going to be getting a French manicure all the time because those are my jam. I love French manicures. They look so elegant and classic to me. Just something about them I really love. So like I was saying, it is Ironman weekend. Very excited about this. Michelle, my sister, will be starting at 7 a.m. with her swim. I think she said it was 2.7 miles. Then on to the bike, which I know is at least 110 miles. I'm not sure of the exact miles. I know she will text me and tell me. And then, of course, a full marathon, 26 miles, 26.2 miles after the 100-plus bike ride and the almost 3-mile swim. Wow. I think the hardest part for Joe and I will be staying up to watch her cross the finish line because it's going to be late. It could be way past our bedtime. But I'm very much looking forward to it. And then, like I said, bringing my sister home with me, and we've got all kinds of things planned, so it should be a really fun time. Feeling a little tired today. You know why? Because my Eagles were on last night playing the undefeated Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field. Yeah, you know what? They won. About 11:15, I was going to go to bed. I just couldn't keep my eyes open. Now, this was a good game from the get-go. The Eagles took the lead in the first half, kind of going a little bit back and forth after that. I had actually gotten up to put Tucker out. She was just staring me down. She was ready for bed. She's like, are you kidding me with this? It is after 11. So I put her out for the final time, and then I started gathering things up, and I was going to go to bed, and I saw Tucker in the hallway, and I knew that we had just gotten the ball back, and I'm like, let me put Tucker in the bed, and then I'll just come back and I'll watch this series, and then I'll go to bed. Well, then of course it was tied up. Then the Packers were getting all of these the Eagles were getting all of these penalties that were putting the Packers closer and closer to the end zone. And there was a nasty, nasty injury as well. Somebody was carted off on a flatboard, and strapped to that sucker like he couldn't move a finger. So that's always a very scary sight. That took a good long time. I'm hearing that he has feeling in all of his extremities. So that is some good news. But that was one scary injury. There was somebody earlier in the game, I believe on the Packers, that was injured as well. That was also carried off. So I don't know. Sometimes you think to yourself, is this really worth it? I mean, we all love our football, but man, oh man, it is not worth being paralyzed over. So where was I? So it was about a minute left. The Packers are in the red zone, and they probably had another first down because there was a ton of them. And let's see what happened. Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers threw an interception in the end zone. Woo! So at least it was worth staying up so late. I didn't get to bed until almost midnight, which is so rare for me. So I did sleep in an extra hour today. And I'm feeling a little peppy because I got so much going on, and I'm high on my Eagles win. And hopefully I will come down a little bit because I'm hoping to take a nice long nap before my husband gets home and we hit the road. So speaking of football, the Super Bowl halftime show was announced. It's going to be Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. The Super Bowl taking place in Miami this year, so it is a little fitting that the Latinas are the ones going to be representing this year in Miami. If you've never been to Miami, there is a lot of Latinos in the area. Yes, Michelle, I see your text message. I will get to you in a few minutes. I don't know. You know, the Super Bowl halftime show is always a good show, really, regardless of who puts it on. I'm not super excited about J-Lo and Shakira. I like them both. But, it is what it is. It's fine. I would love to see Bruno Mars back. He just entertains the crap out of everything. He just puts on such a great show. I thought that Justin Timberlake was good last year, although I really did have a lot of issues with him being allowed to do the halftime show when Janet Jackson has been barred for life. But again, another topic for another time. I wanted to mention Facebook. I saw on the news this morning is doing a test run in Australia where they will be hiding the amount of likes on your posts and views of videos as a test run to try to promote mental health. So I guess the theory is if you can't see how many people like your post, you won't get sad as a comparison type thing. I think it's stupid. I think it sucks. I think the reason that we have social media and are on social media is to get likes. We want people to respond to it. I'm assuming you can still make comments and see those. But it just seems like, I don't know, again, where I understand. I'm trying to be diplomatic here. I'm trying to be sensitive here. But this is what I really have an issue with. Why do we all have to change the way we live for the few? I don't want anybody to kill themselves. Do not get me wrong. I do think that it contributes to it. But I enjoy social media. So because I enjoy it and I can handle it means that I can't partake in it anymore because some people can't handle it. Like I said, I'm trying to be sensitive here. I'm not trying to, come across as I don't care. Of course I care. But I don't know if this is the answer. And I think, again, you're just punishing the people that aren't, are just using it in the way that it's intended. So that's my little soapbox moment for the day. If you would like to give me a little rant on Facebook on the group page, that is completely fine. So I'm going to go on to the topic of the day, which is about haunted houses. I thought maybe we would do something fun for a Friday. And let's see. I am having trouble locating it. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. I wanted to ask about haunted houses, whether you like them or you don't. I do not like them. I have never liked haunted houses. I don't like being scared. I don't like the feeling that I'm going to pee my pants.